When it comes to sports, particularly boxing, there will always be individuals who let their mouths do the work while their skills fall short. Arrogance, trash talk, and overconfidence are common among those who believe they can intimidate or outshine their opponents with words alone. But in the world of boxing, words without action can be fatal. Canelo Alvarez, one of the most accomplished modern-day boxers, has consistently proven that respect in the ring is earned, not demanded. Many opponents, full of confidence and verbal bravado, have discovered this the hard way. Saul Canelo Alvarez is a Mexican boxer with a record that speaks for itself. With over 60 wins and more than 30 knockouts, he has earned a reputation as a modern-day warrior, a fighter who does not back down from challenges and who punishes arrogance with precision and power. Despite some early setbacks, including a loss to Floyd Mayweather early in his career, Canelo quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with. He is often compared to some of the greatest boxers in history due to his combination of speed, technique, and knockout power. Opponents who fail to respect him often leave the ring having learned the value of humility. James Kirkland is a perfect example of what happens when a boxer underestimates Canelo Alvarez. Kirkland, an American fighter known for his knockout power, aggressive style, and trash talk, had only a single loss and a long string of victories before facing Canelo. Many believed that he would hand Canelo his second career loss, assuming the Mexican fighter could be overcome with early pressure and confidence. Kirkland entered the ring brimming with energy, ready to assert his dominance. He started aggressively, throwing punches with speed and intensity, hoping to overwhelm Canelo in the opening round. Kirkland's strategy initially seemed promising, as he landed some solid shots, but his overconfidence and lack of caution left openings. Canelo, ever patient and precise, quickly identified weaknesses in Kirkland's guard. With calculated aggression, he began to punish Kirkland, landing a series of clean and powerful punches that ultimately changed the course of the fight. Despite Kirkland's attempts to recover, Canelo's relentless offense proved too much. By the third round, Kirkland's energy had depleted, his defenses were compromised, and Canelo delivered decisive blows that ended the match. The lesson was clear: disrespecting Canelo Alvarez in the ring has consequences. Similarly, Tyner, another opponent, learned the harsh reality of underestimating Alvarez. Tyner, in pursuit of the NAF welterweight title in 2009, taunted Canelo before and during the match, believing his own verbal bravado could give him an advantage. However, Alvarez remained calm, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Once the opportunity arose, he unleashed precise and punishing combinations that gradually wore Tyner down. The match was a display of patience and strategy. Even as Tyner attempted to cling on and survive, Canelo's punches targeted both the body and head, breaking down his opponent systematically. Tyner endured all 12 rounds, but the beating he received was a testament to the importance of respect and the dangers of arrogance in the ring. Canelo retained his title, and Tyner was left with a profound understanding of the skill and power possessed by the Mexican champion. Canelo's bouts with Billy Joe Saunders further demonstrated his ability to punish arrogance and overconfidence. Saunders, unaware of the full scope of Alvarez's skill and power, entered their match with a degree of cockiness. Early on, Saunders attempted to control distance and dictate the pace, but Canelo methodically closed the gap, landing heavy and accurate punches. Saunders' initial confidence eroded as the Mexican fighter's precision and timing became evident. In the third round, Canelo intensified his attack, delivering powerful combinations that forced Saunders to react defensively. Despite attempts to fight back, Saunders found himself overwhelmed by Canelo's skill, strategy, and relentless pressure. As the rounds progressed, the psychological component of the match became apparent. Saunders, initially mocking and attempting to unsettle Canelo, was met with measured retaliation. Alvarez's counterattacks, including jabs, hooks, and uppercuts, kept Saunders off balance and eventually culminated in a decisive moment that left the British fighter unable to continue safely. The match concluded with a technical knockout in Canelo's favor, demonstrating not only his physical dominance but also his ability to instill respect and humility in his opponents. The lesson extended beyond the physical. It was a demonstration of strategic thinking, timing, and patience, showing that overconfidence can be punished in the most definitive ways. Another notable opponent, Sergey Kovalev, known as the Crusher, provides yet another example of how arrogance meets its match against Alvarez. Kovalev, a light heavyweight champion with a reputation for speed, aggression, and knockout power, underestimated Canelo's ability to adapt and respond. He entered the fight confident, claiming he would dominate despite Canelo's presence in the ring. Kovalev's initial energy and pressure seemed to challenge Alvarez, who faced early moments of difficulty. However, Canelo's focus, precision, and tactical intelligence allowed him to weather Kovalev's early onslaught while identifying weaknesses in his approach. As the rounds progressed, Canelo began to assert control. His calculated responses, including counterattacks and targeted body shots, gradually turned the momentum in his favor. Kovalev, despite his reputation as a formidable aggressor, struggled to maintain control against Canelo's relentless precision. By the final round, Alvarez had established dominance, ending the match decisively with a well-timed and strategic punch that left Kovalev unable to continue. The victory reinforced Canelo's reputation as a disciplined, adaptable, and highly skilled fighter who does not allow arrogance or disrespect to go unanswered. Canelo's career is marked by a series of lessons in humility for his opponents. Each match illustrates the consequences of underestimating skill and failing to respect one's adversary. His fights are not merely displays of brute strength, they are demonstrations of strategy, patience, and timing. Whether facing fighters like Kirkland, Tyner, Saunders, or Kovalev, Canelo has consistently turned initial disadvantages or perceived challenges into opportunities to demonstrate his mastery of the sport. His approach combines mental preparation, physical conditioning, and a keen awareness of opponent weaknesses, allowing him to dominate even those who enter the ring with confidence bordering on arrogance. The consistency of Canelo's approach highlights the importance of preparation and respect in boxing. Opponents who rely solely on verbal intimidation or early aggression often find themselves unprepared for the depth of strategy and skill Canelo brings. His ability to read the fight, anticipate his opponent's moves, and respond with both power and precision has become a hallmark of his career. In many cases, those who underestimate him are forced into a defensive posture, struggling to survive rounds they initially believed they could dominate. Canelo's discipline extends beyond the ring. His training routines, nutrition, and mental preparation contribute to his ability to perform at the highest levels. Opponents who enter the ring with arrogance often fail to recognize the extent of this preparation, leaving them vulnerable to swift and decisive outcomes. The victories over high-profile opponents underscore the importance of comprehensive preparation, focus, and respect for one's craft and competitor. Throughout his career, Canelo has faced a range of challenges from fighters of varying styles and reputations. James Kirkland brought early aggression and knockout power, but Canelo's patience and precision overcame it. Tyner attempted psychological games and verbal taunts, yet Alvarez's strategic execution left Tyner physically and mentally exhausted. Billy Joe Saunders entered with confidence and a degree of mockery, but Canelo's relentless pressure and combination punching forced a technical knockout. Sergey Kovalev, with his reputation for domination, was met with adaptability, tactical execution, and ultimate control. Each of these instances highlights Canelo's capacity to remain calm under pressure, identify weaknesses, and exploit opportunities efficiently. Canelo's impact on modern boxing extends beyond his victories. He serves as an example of how discipline, skill, and respect intertwine with success. Opponents learn quickly that arrogance and verbal bravado cannot substitute for preparation, strategy, and technical ability. Each fight becomes a lesson not only in physical prowess but also in humility and respect for the sport. Observers and aspiring boxers witness the importance of mental strength, strategic thinking, and the ability to remain composed under pressure. The narrative of Canelo Alvarez is also one of growth and evolution. From early career setbacks to becoming a unified champion, his journey demonstrates resilience, adaptability, and continuous improvement. Losses early in his career, such as to Floyd Mayweather, provided learning opportunities that shaped his approach in subsequent matches. By refining his technique, improving his conditioning, and studying his opponents carefully, Canelo transformed into a fighter capable of dominating multiple weight classes and challenging some of the best in the world. Each opponent who has underestimated him contributes to the broader understanding of his legacy. The lessons learned by Kirkland, Tyner, Saunders, and Kovalev are part of a larger narrative in which Canelo's skill and determination consistently prevail over arrogance and disrespect. The pattern is clear. Verbal posturing and overconfidence cannot overcome preparation, strategy, and mastery of technique. Canelo's approach combines mental acuity, physical conditioning, and tactical execution, creating a fighter whose skill set is difficult to counter, regardless of the opponent's reputation or style. Canelo's victories also demonstrate the psychological dimension of boxing. Opponents who underestimate him often experience early moments of confidence, only to see that confidence eroded by precise counterattacks, relentless pressure, and strategic dominance. By controlling the pace of the match, managing energy, and capitalizing on openings, Canelo converts initial challenges into advantages. The mental strain on opponents, combined with physical exhaustion from ineffective offensive strategies, often leads to decisive moments that determine the outcome of the match. Moreover, Canelo's ability to adapt to different styles showcases his versatility. Against aggressive fighters, he relies on timing and counterattacks. Against technically skilled opponents, he uses pressure, combinations, and movement to disrupt rhythm. Against taller or longer fighters, he finds angles, uses body shots, and creates opportunities for powerful counterpunches. This adaptability ensures that he remains a threat in every matchup, capable of exploiting weaknesses and imposing his will regardless of the opponent's strengths. The respect Canelo commands is not derived from verbal threats or intimidation, it is earned through performance. Every knockout, every tactical maneuver, and every display of composure contributes to a reputation built on skill, consistency, and strategic excellence. Opponents who fail to recognize this often experience swift and decisive lessons. Whether it is Kirkland being overwhelmed in 3 rounds, Tyner enduring 12 rounds of punishment, Saunders being forced into a technical knockout, or Kovalev succumbing to strategic precision, Canelo's victories illustrate that respect in boxing is earned through action, not words. Canelo's career also highlights the importance of patience. Many opponents rush to assert dominance, attempting early knockouts or relying on momentum to carry them through. Canelo, by contrast, exhibits patience, observing, analyzing, and striking with precision. This approach allows him to conserve energy, identify weaknesses, and maximize the impact of his attacks. The combination of patience and power makes him a formidable opponent, capable of turning seemingly unfavorable situations into victories. Even outside individual matchups, Canelo's influence on boxing culture is evident. He sets an example for younger fighters, demonstrating that arrogance must be tempered with skill, preparation, and respect. He emphasizes the importance of mental and physical discipline, strategic thinking, and adaptability. Through his matches, fans and aspiring boxers witness a model of excellence that extends beyond physical ability to include psychological preparation, tactical awareness, and the capacity to remain calm under pressure. In conclusion, Canelo Alvarez's career is a testament to skill, discipline, and respect. Opponents who enter the ring with arrogance often leave with a clearer understanding of their limitations. Through victories over fighters such as James Kirkland, Tyner, Billy Joe Saunders, and Sergey Kovalev, Canelo has demonstrated that verbal bravado cannot replace preparation, strategy, and mastery of technique. Each match reinforces the principle that respect is earned through action and that underestimating a disciplined and skilled opponent can have serious consequences. Canelo's journey from early setbacks to modern dominance highlights the importance of continuous improvement, adaptability, and mental fortitude. His approach to boxing combines patience, precision, power, and strategy, ensuring that he remains a top contender in every matchup. Opponents who fail to recognize this often face swift and decisive outcomes, reinforcing Canelo's reputation as a fighter who commands respect through performance rather than words. From the initial confrontation with James Kirkland to his victories over more seasoned opponents like Kovalev, Canelo's legacy is marked by decisive outcomes, strategic brilliance, and unwavering discipline. Each bout tells a story of preparation, adaptability, and the consequences of overconfidence. For fans and aspiring athletes alike, his career serves as a lesson in humility, skill, and the importance of respecting one's opponents. Canelo Alvarez is not just a champion. He is a symbol of what can be achieved through dedication, preparation, and respect for the craft. His legacy reminds us that arrogance and verbal posturing may create the illusion of control, but true mastery is demonstrated through action, strategy, and consistent performance. Every opponent who underestimates him becomes a part of this story, a lesson in humility and the enduring power of skill. And examining the trajectory of Canelo's career, it is clear that his success is the result of a combination of factors: technical skill, mental preparation, physical conditioning, strategic adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Opponents may enter the ring with confidence or bravado, but Canelo's consistent victories highlight the importance of preparation, respect, and the ability to execute under pressure. His legacy is a testament to what is possible when talent is paired with discipline, focus, and strategic intelligence. Ultimately, skill in Canelo Alvarez stands as a modern icon in boxing. Through his matches with James Kirkland, Tyner, Billy Joe Saunders, and Sergey Kovalev, he has consistently demonstrated that skill, preparation, and respect outweigh arrogance and verbal intimidation. His career serves as a powerful reminder that success in boxing requires more than confidence or aggression. It requires discipline, strategy, and the ability to act decisively when opportunities arise. Canelo's legacy continues to grow, inspiring fighters and fans alike to appreciate the depth, complexity, and demands of the sport.